Cool. Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. That just sank a little bit lower than I thought it was going to. Um, as you can see, we have the limo back in the shop, and did a quick lap around the block. The limo runs great. Gas gauge, of course, is being weird, but there's about a quarter of a tank in there. The gas cap on this is letting gas evaporate, so I got to get a new gas cap for it. But had a really nice time today at Dearborn. The turnout was kind of low because it's 4th of July weekend, so everyone's out on the boat, everyone's out at barbecues and parties and stuff. So, but a whole bunch of really hardcore car guys showed up, and it was really nice. Really great 280Z. What else? Really nice newer Mach 1 Mustang. A guy brought an SW20 MRT, which was pretty cool. And we took the Viper. I drove the Viper. Mark drove the Miata, and saw some really, really cool cars. Pro Street Chevelle, really nice Pro Street C10 square body, and there were a bunch of other really nice cars. Saw a bronze Fisker Karma today, which I haven't seen a Fisker Karma in a couple of years, at least not in person. And then another thing I saw, now I bag on C8s all the time, but I saw a chocolate, like a dark chocolate, root beer chocolate brown color on the C8. It's just the base model LT1 or whatever it is. It was a very, very cool milk chocolate, dark chocolate color. I would put it on a different vehicle, obviously, but it was a very cool color. Got to talk to some really cool people, and a lot of people, they love the Viper, they love the Miata. So had a really nice time there. Came back here, grilled some burgers, did the typical 4th of July thing. I don't drink. I'm sober. I've been sober a little more than 3 years, and so that's a little different. Every year it gets a little bit easier, but it's also kind of odd. Seeing my neighbors like have a huge party and all this beer shows up, and I'm like, no thanks. It's always a little bit different, but you manage through it. And those that do have an alcohol problem, I wish you guys the very best. I'm here for you if you need someone to talk to. Not a pro at it. I'm not an alcoholic by any stretch, and never had that disease, but happy to listen. So if you have any questions, concerns, whatever, definitely hit me up. I'll definitely share my ideas. That's one of the hard parts is that's one of the parts that I miss about not drinking is celebrations like this, but it all works good. The burgers I cooked were fantastic. 80% lean and jalapeno jack cheese with Carolina Reaper sauce from Buc-ee's on English muffins. Fantastic. So anyway, that's my 4th of July. Had a nice time in the pool this afternoon. Got a little bit of color. I don't know if you guys can tell, but try to stay nice and tan, and keep the bikini body going. It's tough, but I do it. I do it for you guys. I'm just kidding. I do it for myself. I'm a selfish prick, so I have no problem admitting that. So yeah, brought the limo in tonight to prepare for a big Cars of Coffee tomorrow morning at Coco Plum, and the car's actually in great shape. I didn't even have to wipe it down. The car cover looks great. It works great, and do a wipe on the deck. The one thing I did realize is the flooring in the hot tub is the Flex Seal spray on stuff, and it doesn't really last. So I'm going to need something a little more hardcore for a little more permanent solution. Now, it's been a good test that it's been dry and haven't had water in there and stuff. So I'm glad that I got to test it out before finding that out later on. People are in it and the floor is coming up. So definitely going to do something different on the flooring there. And I think that's about it. I hope everyone had a really nice 4th of July. There's a burn ban here in Florida because we're in a drought, so they haven't had a ton of fireworks here. Some of the neighbors over a little closer to the Gulf, they shot off some fireworks. But yeah, it's you didn't see a ton of fireworks here unless they were over by the water. So I got a killer view here over towards Charlotte Bay, and then over towards the Gulf. Saw some of the really cool fireworks. So um, along the whole southwest Florida coast, there's tons of fireworks displays. Englewood does one, Punta Gorda does one, and apparently Fisherman's Village, Punta Gorda is the place to go. Have dinner, watch the fireworks. That's a really cool spot. And up by St. Pete, closer to Sanibel Island and St. Pete, they do really cool ones up by the huge bridge up there, which is nice. So tons of fireworks out there. You don't have to do it in your own yard and get a ticket from the sheriff. They obviously don't like giving those out, and they don't like getting those calls. I can promise you that. That's about it. You can see I have the cover on the Miata because it's pretty much parted out on the black car, and it's ready to go to its new owner in Miami. She's very excited to get the chassis, and we have all the coilovers off. All the stuff that I needed off this car has been stripped off it. So there's going to be a bunch of parts for sale. Miata is in dismantle mode, so we'll post that up, and people could come and pick parts away. By the way, one of the funny things about living here in Florida is the condensation on the cans. So you'll be sitting down and you have your can or your glass or whatever on the table. You come to take a drink and it will drip off all onto your shorts, and it looked like you peed your pants, even though it's just condensation. I swear I didn't pee my pants. It's just off of this. So, and by the way, Rockstar, still haven't heard from you guys. One of these days we'll have the Rockstar garage or whatever, and we'll do cool builds, and it'll all be sponsored by Rockstar, and we'll stay up all night. So tomorrow we're gonna take the limo. We're also gonna take the Miata, because the dichotomy between this huge, obnoxious 485 horsepower limo with a hot tub in it versus 135 horsepower Miata that's tiny and cute and looks really cool. That's a really fun mix, and I love talking to people about the cars, and so we should have a good time tomorrow. Then tomorrow evening, I believe tomorrow evening, we will do the window regulator and the other one in the Miata. And I did one first so that we could have a comparison so you guys can see how much quicker those new regulators are, the replacement ones from Mas Miata. So you'll be able to see how fast the new ones are. And I also have them out of the car so you can see the structure and the different motors and how much more robust the new one is versus the original. And I also have the Delrin guides. I'll show you what those are just really quick, just so you get an idea. And these are like 40 bucks on all the other sites. You can get on Amazon for 12. And the only part that you use for the Miatas is this part. That's the roller guide. It's made out of this material called Delrin, Delrin, which is kind of sort of like ABS plastic. It's like if you combined ABS and Teflon. And so you have the kind of self-lubricating properties, but you have the firmness of ABS without being brittle like ABS. So Delrin's really cool. You can make some very cool parts from it. You can machine it. You can form it. It's very cool. So we'll do Miata stuff tomorrow night. I just wanted to hop on tonight and wish everyone a happy 4th. And congratulations to the U.S. on 250 years of awesomeness. I'm a U.S. citizen, and I'm very proud of that. And I think it's a pretty awesome country. I personally believe it's the best country in the world. There's some other really great ones. Turks and Caicos is a pretty great country too. So pretty excited. We're way back on the scale of how old countries are. If you think about it, I mean, look at Russia, look at England. You know, they've got some years under their belt. So we're on the mark now. We got 250 under our belt, and we tried to kill each other once and continually tried to do it, but we're in pretty good shape now, I think. And so yeah, I love this country. I'm glad we get to live here and do all this stuff and drive around 1980 Cadillac Fleetwood limos with 485 horsepower and a hot tub in the back of it. does huge burnouts. I, probably can't do that in Leningrad. I don't think so. Um, anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys very much for supporting the channel and supporting all the stuff that I do. Like I said, I don't get paid a dime for this, but when I see the new subscribers hop on or I get comments from you guys, it makes me feel great. It means that you're enjoying watching this and joining me as much as I enjoyed making this stuff. And some of it bombs out, I have to I'll strip out a bolt or something and have to go back and redo it. And you guys are super patient and you understand that this is all part of maintaining cars and upgrading cars and doing all the cool car stuff, building race cars and building obnoxious stuff and super fast stuff. It's all part of the gig. So you guys are patient with that and understanding, and I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about any of the cars, the Miata, the limo, the Viper, any of my race cars, my dailies, the Jeep or the truck, the tow vehicle, if you guys have questions about any of that stuff, please feel free to ask. If you got questions about the trailers or any of the tools or things that I'm using, definitely let me know. I'm happy to help out. And let's see what else we got coming up. It's in a few months, but we have the Altima 600 coming up. I'll be racing again in that with the 416 Altima. And there's also Summer Nats at Bradenton that's in September. And I don't know, but I might take this up for Summer Nats. I'm going to talk to Speedy Cop. If he goes up there and takes the burnout boat, I might take this and we might have some fun with it. So might do a joint venture. And that's about it. So that's September and October. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up, and definitely do more live streams for you guys and a bunch of upgrade stuff. We have all the new parts coming in for the Miata. Everything's been ordered. Everything's on it, either getting painted or powder coated. So we'll do the Boss Frog installation on the Miata. We'll do the sway bars. We'll do the brakes. I'll show you how to rebuild an entire caliper, like from scratch with all the new seals and everything else. When the calipers come back from powder coat, I'll show you guys how to do that. We have new braided lines for that car. The braided lines are going to stay on this car. I think the girl in Miami is going to use those on her Miata. So they're just going to stay on here. What else we've got? Tons of Miata stuff because we're replacing all of those parts. This kind of got thrown in my lap. So that's going to give us a ton of Miata content for you guys. And hopefully you enjoy that. I know there's a million different videos out there on how to do all this stuff on Miatas, but hopefully mine can help a little bit. And we have new tires coming for the Viper eventually, once I find the right tires. Once some are in stock. There's a lot of vaporware out there. And a bunch of adventure stuff. So and that's the other thing I need to do with the limo, because the Miata kind of screwed me for the last month. And so I haven't done much on the limo's YouTube channel because I haven't had time with doing all of this, plus all the other stuff, the massive landscape project I did last week and all this. I haven't had time to do the YouTube channel for the limo, so I need to get back on that. If you guys are looking for that and you want to go subscribe, it is The Hot Tub Limo on YouTube. So feel free to go subscribe. All the stuff that we do that's limo related will go up on that channel. A lot of it will be recorded and edited. Probably not a lot of live stream stuff, but it'll be all the fun adventures that we do with this. So if we do go to Summer Nats, if we do stuff like that, then yeah. I think that's about it. I hope everyone had a safe 4th. I hope everyone still has 10 fingers and 10 toes. It's hard to do that when you've got some serious fireworks out there. I saw one fireworks kit. It was called, what was it called? The Grounds for Divorce kit. I was like, holy shit. But it was gigantic. It was the size of that garage door. It was huge. So yeah, hopefully everyone stayed safe. Please don't drink and drive. For the love of Mike, don't do that. Please call an Uber, call a friend. Shit, send me a message. I'll call you an Uber. I'll pay for your Uber. Don't drink and drive. Please don't. Please, please, please. It's not good. My watch is telling me to take a moment. So I'm going to take a moment and wipe down the limo, the deck, just to make sure it's nice and clean, ready for tomorrow. And maybe get some work done before crashing out, because we got to get up early. Got to leave here. Gonna leave here about 7 a.m. So if you guys want to, you can come to Coco Plum in Northport tomorrow. We'll be there till probably 11 or noon, something like that. And limo will be there, the Miata will be there, and definitely stop by and say hi. We'll have different clothes on and probably sunglasses. So thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I hope you had a great 4th, and congratulations on America for 250 awesome years. Some of them were pretty sketchy, but most of them were pretty awesome. So thanks everyone. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, please put them down there. If you have any suggestions, please put them down there too. I'd love to hear them. And we will catch you guys tomorrow night. We'll do the window regulator on the Miata with the new window guide. So thanks everyone. Have an awesome night. We will talk to you very soon. All right. Awesome. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Don't forget to show someone that you love them today. Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on the tip of their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. It's really important for them. But because it's July, it's far more important for you. All right. Now I will see you folks tomorrow night. All right. Have a great night. Can't believe I almost forgot that. I mean, it's July.